Good morning, students. Today is um, what, the 8th? Something like that of March. Anyway, let's try a couple of finger exercises real quick and let's see how this goes. Take your right hand and stick it on the right side of your keyboard. Put your first finger on the F key and then the B for the next finger, and then go up to the L. So you've got kind of a inverted look there, and you do that. Hit the F, B, L a couple of times on the key, and then switch your fingers and do R, P, G, and hit that a couple of times. Now when you get comfortable with that, switch it. Go F, B, L, R, P, G. F, B, L, R, P, G. F, B, L, R, P, G. Now start doing that a little bit faster and a little bit faster and get comfortable with those fingering combinations. Okay? Keep doing it and keep doing it and just get faster and faster and work on those combinations and go back and forth and back and forth. Now, let's switch it up a little bit and let's do FRB and hit that a couple of times. And then switch it up and go FRP. So you've got two keys on the one finger and one key on the other. And work on getting that better and better and better. FRB, FRP. Keep hitting it and keep hitting it. Keep hitting it, keep hitting it. Okay. Now add the F, P, and G. Hit that a couple of times. You've got two top keys and one bottom key. F, P, and G. Hit that a couple of times. Now do R, B, L and switch it. Hit that a couple of times and now go back and forth. F, P, G, R, B, L. F, P, G, R, B, L. Keep going back and forth, and go faster and faster. Now, forget the first finger and let's work on the next finger and do B, L, S. And hit that a couple of times. And then do P, G, T. That one's kind of harder, isn't it? Now work on switching those back and forth. Go P, G, T, and then B, L, S. And keep working those back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And keep working those fingers until it kind of hurts. Those are some good finger combinations to work on when you're wanting to build some dexterity on your right hand. Then what you can do is you can do like BLG and then PLG and switch just your middle finger and keep the ring finger on the LG and PLG or MG and then BLG. And keep working those back and forth. And then you can do LGT and LGS. Then you can do FBT and RPS. And keep working on those back and forth and see how they work and get comfortable with that. And you can do the same thing on the left side of your keyboard. You know, take your K and P and R and write that a couple of times and then switch it and do T, W, H and switch your fingers back and forth on the keys and get comfortable with that. And it may not be a combination in your strokes, but by moving those fingers around and getting some muscle memory in there, it will help you with other certain fingering combinations. And keep practicing on that, and then take like the K, B, the KPW, and then do the T, PW, and switch your fingers back and forth and go back and forth and back and forth until you get comfortable with those. And then you can even put your fingers together. You can mirror what you're doing on the left side with the right side. You can do like your ring finger on the K, your middle finger on the P, and the pointy finger on the R. And on the other side you can do R, P, G, and then switch them. And you go back and forth on the keys and work on your fingering exercises and see how they feel. That's some good exercises for you to do. They're not comfortable, but look at different combinations of your fingers on how you can manipulate them on the keys that are a little bit different than what you normally write. Take your, say, SK and PH, and then STWR, and do stuff like that, and switch them back and forth and see how that goes, and work on those fingering exercises, and it helps build some of your muscle memory on your fingers. I hope that